murders happened in your world, not in mine.
Damon Herriman has played bad boys like they're going out of fashion.
What does that mean?
The dark knight of Aussie acting has stepped into the shoes of hitmen, drug dealers and infamous serial killers, none more chilling than Charles Manson,
Prison's in your mind.
who he's played twice.
Well,
Now Damon's gone from bad in the head to naughty in bed in a new Kiwi film that's made up completely of gibberish. Filled with heaps of hugging, kissing and licking, Nude Tuesday strips one couple's sex life bare and proves that for some, the language of love is no language at all.
Rosie, för det som så naken. Naken just då. Okay.
The very talented Damon Herriman joins us now. Well, the concept of this film is actually quite bonkers. Can you tell us what the hell is going on in it?
It's bonkers. Well, it's about a suburban couple called Laura and Bruno who go away to this very spiritual New Age retreat with a guru running it, played by Jermaine Clement. Where it gets super weird is that the entire film is spoken in a made-up language. So we are speaking gibberish for the whole movie, and then the movie is subtitled after the film was made.
Hang on, what? How made, like, do you have any idea what you're meant to be saying when you're saying...
Well, the first time I knew what I was saying was when I saw the film a couple of weeks ago at the Sydney Film Festival.
Really?
But when we were actually performing it, we were performing from a script that Jackie Van Beek, who plays Laura in the film, she wrote a script. So we're playing scenes like we would with any normal script, except we're kind of translating the English into gibberish as we go on the fly.
Because you knew that she was knocking when you looked at her.
I did know she was knocking, yes, that's right. Yeah.
You're very observant.
Yes, it was hard to miss her knockingness.
And then would
yes.
she say the same word back to you? You must have had...
We did with certain words. There were about 10 words, you know, yes, no, please, thank you, hello, goodbye,
Right.
things like that, that we decided to keep consistent. But everything else changed from take to take.
How do you create a gibberish language? Like I imagine it's harder than it seems.
Yeah, I mean, we listened to lots of Icelandic radio, and we had a.
Who's your favourite Icelandic DJ? Go.
Nothing off the top of my head.
Just
Pete.
say Björk.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So it was kind of like trying to keep it in that sort of Scandi world. We tried to, you know, we rehearsed a lot beforehand to try and keep it a consistent sounding language. I think we all sounded like we're from slightly different regions, but that's fine. You know, some of us could be from the east, some are from the north. It's fine.
Is there a part of you, even though it's a made-up language, is there a part of you at the back of your brain going, is this racist? Like, am I going one step here?
Yeah, I think we all sort of thought that for a second. Then we were like, but this place doesn't exist. Who's it racist towards? There is no place.
Apparently Icelandic radio is going off, though. AM radio in Iceland is going off.
Right.
Hang on, so I'm still not clear on this. How much are you at the mercy of the subtitlers?
Completely at the mercy of the subtitles in terms of what we end up saying. But the story is pretty much set in stone because the version that's given to the subtitle writer. So there are two different subtitles that exist. When it comes out on Stan, there's one by Julia Davis, the English comedian, and there's one by Celia Piccola and Ronnie Cheng. And they've written completely different versions of the film. I don't even know. I haven't even seen Celia's one. I don't know what I see in that.
So hang on, you're releasing two versions.
Yeah,
of the
so
same...
when you go into Stan, when you can pick the subtitles that you would normally pick for people who want to watch subtitles, you can pick two different English versions of subtitles. And if you like the movie with one of them, you can just watch the other one.
Because it's a language that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Right.
Doesn't exist.
How did your manager explain this to you?
Well, actually, Jackie explained it to me. We met when she made a film called The Breaker Uppers a few years ago, and not long after that, she was kind of emailing me explaining this idea, and I just thought it sounded brilliant. It had never been done before, and I just thought it would be so much fun, and it really, really was.
So as you did it, did you discover that there was a reason it had never been done before?
Just nobody was as original as Jackie.
Oh, of course.
That's all it was, yeah.
Do you reckon this could be a new thing? Like, this is like the new dogma?
I mean, maybe. I know that, you know, Jackie and our director, Aman, want there to be like 100 versions. They figure that every country that the film is released in can get their own comedy writer to write their own subtitles that work for that country.
And also because those Scandinavian films are funny. There's just certain tropes in them that exist in all
for
of
most
them.
of the movie. Why is
That's
that
not
funny?
very Scandinavian.
That's the other bit. People say, it's an interesting concept. I'm like, which bit? The gibberish or the completely nude cast? The end of the film, the entire cast at this retreat as
Knocking! All of you
are all knocking.
Now, Nude Tuesday, it premieres next Thursday, July 7 on Stan. Damon Herriman, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, do you reckon you could wrap the show up for us in some of that gibberish?
Yeah, sure. Vroeg dat is in het volgende broodjes even door. Sarah Kate, dat was onze behoefte zo het